All right. I've been sick the last since Wednesday. That's why I've not been making any videos. Um, what else was I gonna say? Can't forget. But today was a no news Monday. We don't really have much news this week. Friday, nothing. Nothing Thursday, Wednesday. FOMC meetings, not a whole lot. Tomorrow, nothing. All right, looking good. Uh, Today in terms of overall bias, nothing too crazy. Counting on I feel like at a point where we could reverse, or like you kind of want to trade away from this. But at the same time, I feel like this high right here is kind of close. So I was like, if we do reverse, we probably want to take out this high first, and then make S&T off it. That was kind of my feeling. I don't really think we're gonna like dump here, or definitely not take out these lows. We can maybe take out these lows, but I was like, we kind of hit a big part or a big spot on the reversal map. So down here would be like, if we went past that, we're probably dumping, probably big dump or big SMT. We're having a big move after that. I was like, that's kind of realistic. Notice one day usually probably won't move that much. It's either taking out that or that. And that's probably it. That'd probably be just one TP. Um, I was also not trading class. I've been really sick, so I was like, my cognitive ability is definitely not at the peak. So I wasn't trying to force anything with it being News Monday, plus my cognitive ability being cooked. I came down, started having these 5 minute gaps. Also, wait, yeah, I was about to say. Was a bigger 15-minute gap. MVQ was, wait, am I tripping? Alright, yeah, MVQ was a lot more bearish. We ended up closing through that 15-minute gap on both pairs, or eventually maybe us as well, but definitely MVQ. We then swept these lows. Tapping to this gap here was a 15-minute. We then saw the 15-minute. We didn't tap into the gap from here, obviously, because we go to big lows. But we formed a 5-minute SMT, which isn't very strong, but it tunes up 5-minute SMT plus validating the gap. And we asked break structure and validate the gap, 5-minute SMT. Now I'm like, all right, well, knowing it's Denny's Monday, if we could easily make another SMT off this, then we could probably chop. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get in unless I can be in before these highs. So I was like, maybe we get a retrace forward gap, form the 15-minute SMT for sure, because it hasn't fully formed yet. It's like 5 more minutes. So I was like, all right, boom. All right, we have the gap, but, bang, bearish 5-minute gap. We have now a 5-minute bearish SMT. We have this gap here. Um, gets invalidated. Now, any other day, I'm probably entering off this, but with the Mimi's Monday, I really wanted the 15-minute SMT. And I was like, technically, we still have this 15-minute SMT. Like, yeah, I guess I was like, well, I was kind of in between. We took out these highs. Does that really matter? And I was like, well, it only really matters if, like, we barely wicked them. I was like, oh, it's like nothing. Plus, this was still lagging, so we're probably gonna make an SMT. I wanted to see maybe, like, it was pretty unrealistic, but MES breaking structure. We ended up getting the 5-minute bullish SMT, which then I was like, well, now I'm just not trading. But could I have gone short off that? Yeah. but at the same time, already so close to these 5-minute lows plus 454. Like just negative, it would be negative risk reward. If I were to enter, those balls would have got cooked. So overall, I think it's better not to take a trade today. I would have taken a short on any other given day, but I wanted the higher time frame and would have been very close to getting stopped out. Very, very close, actually. Yeah. But ended up taking it out. Uh, Psychology today felt really good. Technical felt good. There's obviously a lot of confluences that were having to be weighed in today. I feel like that's a lot. No News Monday is just like there's a lot of contradicting. Because it's so choppy, there's a lot of contradicting confluences, especially with the pairs being so far apart. It's like very hard to see which one's actually gonna play out. It's almost like the first move it makes is that where actually ends up going. It just manipulates down and then fakes out going back, or fakes out the reversal and keeps going down. So, uh, basically today was the other day I'm taking that trade probably, especially that retrace is yeah most likely just the 5-minute retrace. But even though there was no entry, so wouldn't be able to enter. That's pretty much it today. Did not want to make a video today, but well, I didn't, but I did. I'm gonna explain it. But it was more me just being lazy rather than me actually being passionate about it. So I ended up making it. Ended up having a good journal as well. See you guys in the next one.